Look, I think one thing I'm noticing more and more is that our society seems more fragmented. People are less connected with each other. They may have lots of Facebook friends, but they may not have someone to have a real cup of coffee with and to talk to about what their problems are. So I think we need to reinvest in community, reinvest in relationships, reinvest in family and friends, and so that we can keep an eye on each other when they are going through tough times, when we go through tough times, when those we care about go through tough times, so that they can, we can support them through that. I think what I want to encourage people to do is to get to know their friends, their workmates, and indeed their families well enough to know if they're not travelling well. So picking up those signs that things are not quite right for them. You know, they're not as happy, they're not as social, they're not as engaged as normal, etc. And if you notice that, to actually say, hey, you know, I'm just a bit worried, I've noticed this, this and this lately. Use some concrete examples and say, look, are you okay? You know, how are you travelling? You know, do you want a cup of coffee? Can we talk? And to do that in a safe place, not publicly, not in the middle of the workplace or the lunchroom or the playground, but somewhere, you know, that's just one-on-one. It's a safe place to be. And not rushing off, you've got plenty of time, and not trying to fill in every gap where there's silence. Just sitting and listening and letting them speak as they want to. I think if you're concerned about someone, you need to make a time to talk with them and get yourself in the right headspace so you can have that conversation, so you're not distracted. And I think it's worth just thinking through what support might be available to your friend so that you could feed in some suggestions if they need some assistance with where to go for help. Unfortunately, a lot of people who are struggling, especially with depression, they don't see a lot of options. So sometimes they need a good listening friend who has a few ideas for how they can get some help. Listening is really important and probably undervalued in society, because what people need when they're hurting is someone to journey with them and travel with them through that, and not to fix their problems, not to have an answer for everything, but to hear how they're going, what their troubles are, what their stresses are, and it's through talking and having someone safe to talk to that often they will come up with their own solutions, or at least start the process of finding the help that they need.